Good morning, teacher. This is the dialogue number 1, and the topic is dancing for the brain.
Okay. Hello, this is 6 Minute English from BBC Learning English. I am Nail.
And I'm Beth.
Do you love to boogie and down, explore your stuff, and travel shapes? Bet? What I mean is, do you like dancing?
I love to dance, just listening to the music and letting it move my body. What about you, Nate? Do you often hit the dance floor?
Sometimes, but I am not a great dancer, to be honest. I get a bit embarrassed, but maybe I shouldn't because it's been proven that dancing has many physical and mental health benefits, including releasing stress, boosting your mood, or just enjoying a fun night out.
In this program, we'll be hearing how dancing can benefit our brains and emotions at every stage of life. And as usual, we'll be learning some useful new vocabulary as well.
Of course, another great thing about dance is that there are so many different styles, from ballet and ballroom dancing to tap, hip hop and jazz. But my question is about a very unusual style, a traditional English folk dance where performers wearing black hats and colorful waistcoats hit the scots together while moving in patterns. But do you know the name of the unusual dance, Beth? Is it A, the Highland Flying, B, flamenco, or C, Morris dancing?
I think the answer is Morris dancing.
Okay, we'll find out later in the program besides Beth. Someone else who loves to dance is Julia Raven, presenter of BBC radio program Mental Muscle. Julia tells us exactly why she loves dancing so much.
I love nothing more than a night or a day out where I can just dance like no one's business. To me, it's just such a relief, and it's something that I definitely really want to get the stress out of my body. And I now absolutely love to move. Any chance I get, I'll dance. Now, I know everyone is not a fan, because some people can find dancing to be awkward or uncomfortable. And I've even seen people who just avoid the dance floor at all costs. But dancing is so good for us and potentially our brains.
Julie can dance like nobody's business, immediate meaning very well or very quickly. For her, dancing is a release, a way of freeing emotions, feelings, or tension from her body.
Um, Not everyone is the same as Julia thought. And if, like me, the thought or dancing makes you uncomfortable, you may avoid the dance floor or the coast, no matter what happens.
That's a pity, Nate, because the benefits of dancing are huge. Just ask, just ask Dr. Peter Lovett, also known as Dr. Dance. Over 4 decades, he's studied how dancing helps improve brain function in everyone from children and adults to older people living with diseases like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. Dr. Lovat's dance therapy involves spontaneous movements, closing your eyes and letting the music move you. It promotes divergent thinking, leading to happier, more creative brains.
So, how can we get more people dancing? That's exactly what Julia Rabbit asked Dr. Lovat for BBC radio program Mental Muscle.
What would you say to the person listening who maybe doesn't dance at all right now? Maybe would like to dance a bit more. Maybe for them they're still a little bit on the fence about whether they want to dance. How can everyone get a little bit more movement into their daily life?
Okay, so very first things to do, I would suggest is to lay on your bed with your eyes closed and to find a piece of music that you like. Close your eyes and then just hear the beat and feel the rhythm. So think about where in your body do you feel a twitch?
Julia mentions people who are sitting on the fence, who still haven't decided if they will do something or not. In this case, dance Dr. Lobat advice is simple. Get comfortable, close your eyes and listen to some music. So you will feel a twitch and a small sudden and involuntary movement somewhere in your body. From there, it is only a few steps to dancing.
It seems a dance a day keeps the doctor away. So what do you reckon, Nate? Are you ready to give it a go?
Maybe after I've relayed the answer to my question.
Right. You asked for the name of the traditional English folk dance where dancers wear colorful waistcoats and keep sticks. And I guessed it was Morris dancing.
Well, that was the correct answer, but Morris dancing is the name of the unusual English folk dance, not flamenco, which of course is Spanish, or the Highland fly, which come from Scotland. Okay, let's recap the vocabulary we've been learning, starting with boogie, drop your stuff, cross shapes, and hit the dance floor. All modern idioms meaning to dance.
If you do something like nobody's business, you do it very well or very quickly.
A release is the act of freeing emotions, feelings, or tensions from the body.
If something must be done at all costs, it must be done whatever happens, even if it involves a lot of difficulty, time, or effort.
Someone who sits on the fence, delays making a decision or choosing one course of actions over another.
And finally, a twitch is a sudden jerk movement or command in your body, often involuntary. Once again, our 6 minutes are up. Join us again soon for more training topics and useful box left. Here at 6 Minute English. Goodbye for now.
Bye.
Dialogue number 2. The topic is why everyone loves the underdog. Hello, this is 6 Minute English from BBC Learning English. I'm Nate.
And I'm Georgie. Where's Cinderella? David and Goliath, or the Rocky movies. Would have loved the underdog story. The underdog in a situation is the person who seems less likely to win. Nevertheless, with some luck and plenty of hard work, the underdog sometimes ends up the winner.
Sport is full of underdog stories, minor teams, and sports people who play with courage and end up beating to the superstars and multi-million-pound clubs. But if you were given a choice between your team being the favorite to win or being the underdog, it's pretty obvious you'd want to be the the favorite, right?
Well, yes, being the favorite gives the team confidence, but maybe the fact that no one expects the underdog to win is actually an advantage when could help them a surprise victory. In this program, we'll be hearing about the Underdog Football Club doing just that, and as usual, we'll be learning some useful new vocabulary too.
Great, but first, I have a question for you, Georgie. One of the biggest underdog stories in sports history happened in the 2015-16 English football season when a little-known club beat top clubs like Manchester City and Liverpool, overcoming odds of 5,001 to win the Premier League. But which club was it? A. Charlton Athletic, B. Leicester City, or C. Crystal Palace?
I'll guess it was Crystal Palace.
Okay, Georgie, I'll reveal the correct answer at the end of the program. The English Football Premier League is a good place to find underdogs. Each season, the three best clubs in the second league are promoted up, while the three weakest Premier clubs are relegated down. One club that knows all about relegation is Luton Town FC.
In 2009, Luton Town were released entered from the English League. Slowly their performance improved, however, and they now become the first English team to progress from non-league to Premier League. Here's Luton fan, Alex, talking about his team change to BBC radio program Mental Muscle.
But some of these elite Premier League clubs will look down their nose to us and just think we shouldn't be there. And we are there, merit, and we've just got approved this season. So we are the underdog, certainly financially, but on the pitch, I don't think we will be.
Alex thinks some of the rich Premier League clubs look down their noses at Luton. If you look down your nose at someone, you think you're better than them, but underdogs Luton have done better than expected, even beating some of the big clubs like Newcastle United.
The question is how. Is there something about being the underdog that improves a team's chance of winning? To answer that, sports psychologist Gillian Cook spoke to BBC radio program Mental Muscle.
So you can find that when the newly promoted team comes up TV Gold, high confidence cause they just come from a season of winning. So TV Gold believe that they can do it. But on the flip side just as important to look at the top dogs' performance, who everyone expects them to win. They're playing the newly promoted team. So we make things of Man City who might we about to come up against Luton Town. So what we can see from that is what a psychology literature is known as choking. And that's when pressure gets to an individual or a team and they underperform.
Clubs newly promoted to the Premier League are used to winning and start the season confidently. On the flip side, they have to play much stronger teams than before. The phrase on the flip side is used to show the opposite, less positive side of something.
Of course, it's not just the underdog playing. There are also top dogs, the most successful of powerful personal team. No one expects underdogs to win, and this gives their freedom to relax and play naturally. The dogs, on their hand, experience a lot of expectation, and this sometimes leads to choking, a sport term which describes the fairly of player to perform their best because of psychological pressure or social expectation.
Choking causes teams and players to underperform, to perform worse than expected. It's also true that in neutral fans, people watching a match when their team isn't playing tend to support the underdog as well. In football, it's thought at the top.
I think it's time you reveal the answer to your question, Neil. You're asking me about the famous Premier League winning underdog of the 2015-16 football season, and I guessed it was Crystal Palace.
Which was the wrong answer. I'm afraid, Georgie. In fact, it was Leicester City, nicknamed the Foxes, who became the unexpected champions of the Premier League. Okay, let's recap the vocabulary we've learned from this program about the underdog, the person in a competition or situation who seems less likely to win.
If you look down your nose at someone, you think you are superior to them.
The phrase on the flip side is used to show the opposite, less positive or less popular side of something.
The top dog is an informal way of saying the most successful or powerful person in a group.
In sport, choking happens when a player or team fails to perform their best because of psychological pressure or social expectation.
And finally, the verb to underperform means to perform worse than expected. Once again, our 6 minutes are up. Remember to join us again the next time for more topical discussion and useful vocabulary. Here's that 6-minute English Goodbye for now.
Bye.